goes. Okay. So welcome to our last series of our continuous professional development. So in this last series, we're going to talk about real practical thing, and that is building your coaching business. So I'm sure maybe for some of you, one of the agenda, one of the goals that you had in mind in attending the certification training is looking forward for the possibility to be able to start your own practice. So you might be wondering, how do I go about building my business after I complete my certification? So tonight we are very honored to have Florence and Julia hosting today's webinar, where they're going to walk you through their own experience and what helps them to build their coaching business. Julia, unfortunately, will be joining us halfway through the webinar if she does make it on time. But nevertheless, Florence is here. Florence is a co-founder together with Julia for Discovery Leadership Coaching. They are also our Director of Training for Malaysia. So now I'm going to pass the time over to Florence. Florence, to you.
Thank you very much, Ben. Such a wonderful introduction from Ben. Thank you very much. And hello, and welcome to this webinar. And wherever you are in the world, happy morning or happy afternoon. And for us, it's happy evening here. So I can see that we have quite a number attending this webinar, and this is really wonderful. I hope I could be of, I could share some great insight that for you to take away. However, being a coach, I would love to have this webinar as interactive as possible, so it won't be a lecture kind of a webinar. All right. So let's get on. Just give me a minute. The screen has frozen. Okay. So our agenda for today is coaching for me. We'll talk about what is coaching for you. And then after that, we will explore on how to get started in your business. So the first thing I'd like you to reflect on is, why do you want to be self-employed? Take 60 seconds to reflect on this question. Why do you want to be self-employed? And put into the chat box your insights, your reflection. So let's see what do we get from the chat. Okay, we have Amy saying that it's a flexibility of time. And Randy talk about there are many benefits such as autonomy, flexibility. Asman talk about autonomy. How about the rest? Why do you want to be self-employed? As a starter, like for me, to me, freedom is very important. Freedom to do the things that I want to do at my own terms. So for you, why is it so important that you want to be self-employed? Oh, freedom, to be free. Carmen says that no need to manage people. Wow. And when you say, wow, I can pick your own clients. Simbi, flexibility and gain different exposure. Wow. So it looks like we are almost all at the same page. We want freedom, we want flexibility, we want to be setting our own terms, and we want to be able to enjoy those benefits of a self-employment, and also, most importantly, the time, and also to make real sense in the world. Wow, that is bringing meaning into your life and through your business. So next, I'd like you to also reflect on what are your challenges you experience in your business if you already started your business, and or you have some experience in business. Share with us what are your challenges experience, or if you are not in business, what do you think are the challenges you might experience in your business? You can put it in a chat box, or you can unmute and share it. Wow, I see here some of our challenges: finding clients, client selection. Oh, how to market myself, how to blend my services. Wow, I think this is very true for everyone who start off a business, to stay motivated, to get sufficient client pool and to sustain the business. Yeah, okay. Marketing, finding clients. All right. What else? What are other challenges that you are experiencing, or you think will experience? Funding and sustaining. Okay. The collection of fee. I like that. Wow. To be competitive. To have fun with colleagues. Trivial back end operation. Oh, trivial back end operation. Yeah, yeah. There will be lots of administration, following up the coaching. What else? What else can you think of all those challenges? Staying updated. Oh, okay. No one to delegate to. Ah, this is really very true. And when you start as your own, you tend to do everything on your own. There's no one with you, not like in a corporate when you work for someone. You have your team, you have your peers to support you. But when you start your own business, unless you have big funding, usually you will have to do a lot of things yourself, from photostating your paperwork to writing your own report, to be your own office boy or office girl. Yeah, tire criticals. Yeah, and then need to multitask a lot. Oh, you can say that again. I really do a lot of multitasking, and high challenge to focus and prioritize. Yeah, everything seems to be competing with each other. They want your time. Yeah, client info security. Yeah, how do you keep your records, your client records? Yeah, and no one else to blame except yourself. Yeah, it's true. So you see, in business, we can have plenty of passion about being in business, why we want to be so freedom, the time, and also to do the things that we want to do, to be able to use the time in a way that we want to be, and on top of it all, to only work with people that we like. These are all great things and the benefits that we want to be self-employed. And most important of all is we tend to had also challenges at the same time. Challenges like all of a sudden we find ourselves very overwhelmed. There's so much thing to do because there's no one to support us. We are alone. And sometimes when we have challenges, we become demotivated. And then we ask ourselves, how come we are in this business? And what can I do to go next? And then we look for motivation. We look outside of ourselves. So there are sometimes we have our fears, we have our besides motivation, usually our fears tend to hold us back a lot. I remember when I started off my business, it was truly sweat a lot and tears a lot. It was one time when I really want to give up, and because I do not know how to move on. There was no one supporting me. Family members were not supporting me, and usually you expect your family members to share and motivate you on. Instead, you get more cold water splash on you, and then you're thinking, oh, why am I in this business? What am I doing? Am I on the right track? But hey, when we have all these fears, we have all these challenges, the only one thing that really holds us together, to hold us in the business, is about our passion. So it's so important to understand why you are in business, and in this sense, in a coaching business. What is important for you? Why? Ask yourself why, this question. And I remember at the time when I was at my lowest point, when I couldn't even get a single sales, because my background was never in selling and marketing. I was practically very tight with what I call a square room kind of working environment, where I don't have to talk to anybody. I just talk to numbers. So talking numbers, that means I was in the accounting and finance, so I only talk to numbers. So it's so easy to talk to numbers. So unlike in sales and marketing, you need to talk to people. So all of a sudden, when I get into business, I was so overwhelmed. I was thinking, wow, I need to learn how to speak to people. I need to learn how to sell. I need to network. I need to do this. I need to do that. And I was telling myself, I am an introvert, and that's where all the fears start to come in. Now, I can sit at home and cry over it. I can just lie on the sofa and not do anything about it. But when we are in a business, this is very natural. It will come. And I'm glad that I have an opportunity now to share with you some of those challenges that I have. And I hope that will help propel you, will fuel you to get motivated whenever you have these same challenges, because it's very normal. So first, we need to start to understand ourselves. Why is it that we are in this business? We need to accept who we really are. Now, who are you? Who are you? Could you quickly put down in the chat box the very first word or two words that come into your mind that tell you who you really are? I'm waiting for your input. Who you really are? I help people. Okay, that's from Radhi. Then we have Anna, a little girl who wants to be happy. Okay, simply say, I'm a listener when someone needs me. Yeah, okay. More input. Help people create impact. Yeah, yes, we all want to make a difference. I'm kind, so I consider others need and also need the help that I can give. Yeah, that's from Esther. Yeah. Okay. I want to grow talents. Wow. Any more input? I'm a mother. Oh, I think I'm very curious. Carmen. I'm a mother. All right. Who are you as a mother and how does that relate to coaching? I think I'm very curious to know from Carmen. Okay, we have from Buddy. In this context, a friend who's willing to stand alongside someone in need. Okay, that's who you are. I solve problems. Wow. I can coach my child if he's willing to be coached, a friend and the clients too. Okay, that's from Carmen. All right. Okay, if we say that due to my boring job. Oh, what does that mean, Hui Yin? How does that relate to who you are? Hmm. Oh, my job requires me to solve problems. So now I'm kind of a problem solver. Ah, I see. Even to friends. Ah, look, now you see, as you share about who you are, what are you noticing here now? Who you really are and how you show up to a client will bring the attraction from the client. If you are kind, if you are a problem solver, if you are a mother, and if you are a person who can create impact, look around the people who are with you in your circle, in your space. Do they mirror the same as who you are? What are your thoughts about this? What are your thoughts about this? Amy add on that she wants to help people to be better. And Yodi also add on that she wants to grow talent. Yeah. So for who you are, how does that show up in your space? And how does that um, create that difference for the people around you? Like for me, I always feel that I am loved. Everything that I do resonate from love. My thoughts and my actions resonate from love. So what I want to show up to the world or to the people around me is that to help them to feel the love. And coaching is the way, is the vehicle for me to express that love for the people around me. So I like to put forth for you whatever you have shared just now about who you are. Do a deeper reflection of how does that show up in your own space with the people around you. Because that is you, all right? And it's the unique you. For being the unique you, you would attract the very people that you need to come into your space. And that's how you bring those clients to your space. Because the client that come to your space are the clients who matches for who you are. So in a business, when we start a business, especially in coaching business, is to ask yourself this: what is it that you dream? The kind of dream that you want for this business. Where do you want to go in this business? And who do you want to really work with? And to be as clear as possible, using your very senses, to feel it in your deepest recesses, your whole entire body cell, what it means for you to be in this dream that align with your business, and the business aligning to your dream. What do you know about your gifts and your strengths and the talents that you have? Many of us have probably maybe 10 years, 20 years, 30 years of experience working in corporates, experience with our own network of friends, people, and all this has actually shaped us for who we are, giving us the talent, giving us the skills, and you will be shaping your core values, you will be shaping your lifestyle values and the strengths. So how clear are you about your strengths, your values, and your gifts and your talents? Could you take a few moments to quickly put into the chat box what are at least 2 or 3 gifts that you have that you can actually share with your clients? What are 1 or 2 gifts that you have that you can share with your clients? Heart center and spiritual. Wow, that is resonating with me. That's what I am too. Heart center and spiritual. Yeah. Okay. We have passionate about learning and development. Wow. Okay. Love to help people grow. Yeah. Okay. Good. Compassionate. Wow. Sincere and curious. I can share with my clients the strong belief that we all have the resources in us for change. Yeah, true. We all have the resources. Yes. Passionate about growth. Compassionate. What else? What are those 2 gifts that you can share with your clients? Understanding and compassion. Yes. Yeah, good. I think my gifts in terms of personalities are mostly calm, patience, and positive. Yes, that is truly a coach. Yeah. A place to throw their problem and take away learning and solution. Wow, fantastic, fabulous, awesome. So can you imagine, by knowing your gifts and your talents and your strengths and what you value most, that you cannot compromise, and that you show up in your coaching, when coaching your client, how does that mean for you and the client? And that very talent or the gifts that you have are the ones that you can really hold true and keep you floating. But at the time that you face some obstacles, you face some challenges, because that's the only thing that's true to you that you can actually make a reference to, where you can actually help you to move forward in times of adversity and when your business goes roller coaster. So to add on the final one, Anna shared that positive feedback and feed forward. That is her gift. Good. Okay, so before we move on, I'd like to talk about this poll result here, to share the poll result. Apparently, the first question was, where are you right now in terms of building your coaching business? So it looks like 33% have started their coaching business, with 56% planning to start their coaching business in the near future, and 11% have no intention at this moment to start my coaching business. Okay. So the next question is, if you have started your coaching business, what are your greatest challenges? So, wow, the top one is identifying my niche branding, which is 44%, and creative visibility marketing, that's 11%. It looks like finding client sales. Everyone seems to be comfortable with that. Then 33% their challenge will be on this creating coaching programs, products, and 11% resolving personal issue motivation. So it looks like branding is the topmost. Yes. So looking at this poll result, I think I have a bit to share on to how you want to create your branding. And in fact, from the gifts and the talents and the core values and who you really are, you're already shaping your branding. Because there's only one unique you. That's how you differentiate yourself from other people. So, in knowing who you are, who you really are is very important, because then you will know how to shape your business according to who you are and align it to that, because that will be your branding. I will go into the 9 steps to building your flourishing coaching business. We have talked about who you really are. We have also explored onto your strength, your talent, your gifts. And we also have explored a little bit about your challenges, and it looks like from the poll, branding, personal branding is the topmost. So here, now how do we create our own branding? Step 1, in getting into a business, we need to create our own vision, our mission, and a value statement. What is your vision for your coaching business? What do you like to see? Who are those people or who are those clients that you would like to work with? Who could you collaborate with? And what kind of difference you want to make to people's life, or in the bigger context to the world? What do you see? Now, if we don't shape our vision, because vision in a sense is about what do you see in the future. It is what you hope to accomplish. And vision does not have a deadline, because it's not a goal. It is something that you wish to see in the future and that you will work towards it. It is to me, it is something that is a never ending. All right, it keeps us, it's like I would say like a compass or like a lighthouse. What does the lighthouse do? What the lighthouse do is it will shine its light onto the night, when to help the ship to navigate, so that they don't get hit onto some rocks. So this is what exactly it is. Our vision is our compass, is our lighthouse. It will help us to see forward what we want to achieve, what we want to accomplish, okay, in this sense, our coaching business. And then when you shape that vision, what is that purpose then? What is the purpose of you having that business? All right. What are the objectives? What are the goals that you need to pave yourself, the milestone that you want to create in order to achieve that vision? And earlier on, we talked about your values. What do you value most that you can incorporate into your business? Because that is how you show up as who you are to attract the kind of clients that you want into your business. So like for me, my vision is to be able to create a community whereby everyone will feel loved and to love while positively contributing to each other in the way that they can show up in full expression of their values. That's what I see. So coaching helped me to bring forward this vision. Because during the coaching, when I can go deep with them, I can empower them, they rise above their fears. They rise above their challenges and be true with who they are. So that my clients or whoever that's in my space can be a better version of themselves. So that they can also express love in the way of their actions, in their way of working with other people. So what do you see for yourself? What is that vision that you can create, that you can put it like the compass for you to move forward? So quickly work on crafting probably a few words of less than 20 words. I give you about maybe 60 seconds to come up with a vision. Now, don't worry about it being, it's not perfect, it's not right, maybe this is not the one, I want it to be better, and so, no. First, we start with something, all right? So when you have something now, when we have finished our webinar, you can continue to reflect on it and shape it up to the final. And even though you have finalized that vision, along the way, there will be time when it will evolve and you will continue to refine and you fine tune it and you will continue to shape it. So take 60 seconds to create or to craft something out for your vision. Now, if you already have, that would be good. Then you can quickly share it onto the chat box. Now, how do you create your vision? Remember just now we went through about your values, your strengths, your gifts, who you really are. So use that as the trigger for you to craft something up for your vision. Oh, we have been sharing CMA Vision inspires positive change through mastery of coaching. And CMA mission, prepare leaders, coaches to achieve sustainable results in performance. CMA's commitment is to deliver the highest standard of training. In crafting your vision, you do not necessarily have to be a very long one. It needs to be short, simple, so that it's so easy for you to internalize. Okay. So we have from one coach that says that her vision is, I want to motivate young talents to be a better future leadership via coaching. And then we have another one that says her vision is to work with dynamic clients who have deep insights into life, that are looking to create meaningful change in their lives. And then we have another one that says her vision is to give people what they want and become the very best version of themselves through coaching. Yeah. Oh, we have another one coming from a coach that says that her vision is to give clients hope and encourage them to change, to transform to where they want to be. And then we have this vision here to instigate meaningful and positive change in the lives of my clients. My focus is on forward action change work that brings my clients' aspiration to fruition. Wonderful. Just in these few seconds, less than 1 minute, you all can come up with your vision. How beautiful. Okay, vision is to help clients discover the strength to move forward in their goals. And another one, the vision is inspire and empower the individual to fully uncover his or her potentials. Wow. So you see, vision, mission, and value statements are vital rules for any business. They are the backbones for your branding. They imbue the company with its identity. Now, when you have a clearly understood personality, this is how you attract people to choose who they like to buy from. So they buy from your values, how you integrate it into your character. People always like to buy from people that they like, right? Okay, we have some more visions here. Create harmony and environment through coaching. We can, oh, okay, Ben said that cannot hear me clearly. All right. Okay, I also get the notice that my battery is running low, so just give me a minute. What's happening now? Okay. Okay. So we have another one. The vision, be a change agent to individuals looking to move forward. And then another vision, a coach who inspires growth. Wow, this is only 5 words. A coach who inspires growth. So continue to work on your vision, on your purpose for your business. Align your values to your business, taking into consideration the vision that you want to see in the future. And when the things are not going too well, this is what will keep you always motivated. Who you are, your branding, that will keep you very motivated and continue to climb over all the hurdles. So no mountains that you cannot climb. All mountains you can climb, especially when you know who you really are, because that is your personal brand. That is the unique you. And when you have fears about your business, you are you have challenges, you can continue to keep on with this vision that will pull you through in any challenging times. Okay. So, step 2 is to create your niche. We need to get very clear about who your ideal clients are. Who do you want to coach? Is it that you want to specialize in coaching maybe the medical professionals or the leaders, the corporates? Or is it the business, small business owners? Or is it on personal growth? So in creating your niche, it will help you to define who do you really want to help. Who do you want to get your clients? What clients that you want to have in your space? And where can you find them? What is the message that you can craft in order to reach out to these people? That will be about your niche. And it does not mean that when you have created a niche, it will not change or evolve over time. We need to embrace that change is always constant. And like for me, when I started off as I wanted to be a money coach, to coach people around their values and their beliefs around money, about their patterns, about their behavior around money. Then over the years, I have actually evolved. And now I've built another niche, which is on leadership coaching, on executive coaching. And that doesn't mean that I throw away that niche. So I now have two niches. One can be my primary niche and the other one can be my secondary niche. So take some time to figure out what is it that you truly feel very strongly about. And it goes back again to who you really are when you create your niche. Who do you want to touch? Whose life that you want to touch? And who do you really enjoy working with? So once you have created your niche, step 3 will be pricing and packaging. Now, I remember in my earlier years when I completed my coaching training, at the time it was in the beginning of, I think, 2006. So that is really very, very long, isn't it? 2006 when I got my coach training. And that time coaching is still not very known. And I was like scratching my head. How do I price my coaching? How do I tell people what is the right fees? Now, there is no right fees. All right. Most important is what do you feel and resonate with? That is what I learned. And usually I find that those coaches who came to me and asked me, Florence, how do you price your coaching fee? Is 50 ringgit very low? 50 ringgit, it comes up to probably maybe 10 US dollar, right? So I told them, it just depends. Look back at all the experiences that you have. When I mention experiences, it doesn't necessarily mean only coaching. You may have your training experience, consulting experience, your corporate experience, and any other experience. Even as a mother, you have an experience, because as a mother, can you imagine, as a mother, the things that you need to do as a mother, those you need to be focused, you need to be disciplined. So all this adds up to bringing value to how you want to price your coaching. So I look back at all my experiences that I have. I look back at all those training that I've gone through. All right, maybe technical training, it could be non-technical training, and also plus coaching. That will give you an indication how you packaged your your pricing of your coaching. Now, as a rule of thumb, usually for Malaysian, I will say that please do not charge anything that's less than 200 ringgit per hour. That is for Malaysian. All right, so that will come up to about 200. So that will be how much in terms of US dollar? But maybe 50 over US dollar? Because it takes a lot of effort to go through a coaching training, and that you need to count that into your pricing. All of us coaches are worth something, and we do not have to be afraid. I know there are some coaches who start their coaching business and they were so afraid to charge. Oh, Florence, I need to give free. Yes, you do give free. Perhaps maybe one session as a trial session to clients. Or maybe you do some free sessions for the community like the NGOs. But when we go with a mindset of free all the time, there will be never a time that you can start charging, because it will attract. Remember, when we talk about who you are, if it goes together with a mindset. So if we don't have a certain money mindset, the people that keep coming into your space will be who? Those people who ask for free things all the time. Because when you give free to someone, that person will tell someone, and it goes on and it goes on and it goes on. So you keep getting people coming into your space asking for free coaching, free coaching. So there will be a time where you can set your boundaries. You set your boundaries who you want to coach as giving a gift of coaching. I call it a gift of coaching. And there will be a time where you commercialize, okay, commercialize your coaching. And in terms of how you package your coaching, it depends. Now, usually as a starter, we tend to coach one-to-one, and you get a coaching fee per hour. The next one is go up one level, coach the team, or you coach in group. Because when you coach in group, it becomes more economical for those people in the group. And usually when you coach in group, it's always less than 15. That is under the ICF, complying to ICF expectation in a group coaching. And when you create your own funnel, okay, your own funnel of pricing, coaching one-to-one is considered as a premium. It's a premium coaching. And not everyone can afford one-to-one, paying one-to-one. And in fact, it's good to have a package, to create a package where you can actually coach in group. Like for example, you can charge like 2,000 ringgit per group coaching, and then thereafter, if there are 10 people in a group, so how much it means to a person? Only 200 ringgit, right? For a few sessions. So it becomes more economical for your clients. Next, step 4 is to have a digital setup. So what does that mean? Now we live in a digital age. So then it means that you need to set yourself up in a website, a blog, or in a social media like Facebook, LinkedIn, and so forth. So create your own basic profile. You can get some samples by going into LinkedIn, and you can search through LinkedIn and you see some coach profile. So if you want to have some samples, so it's very important to create a profile online, because that's how people reach out to you, and also to get your presence to where your clients usually hang out. Step 5 is build your online presence. Now, how do one build an online presence? First of all, is you can write blogs. I'm not a blogger, so I don't really write blogs. Next one is the Facebook. So you can post in Facebook. So sometimes I do that. You can create your own Facebook page for your products, for your business, and then have regular posting that will keep people attention, and that will help you also to create your, I call it the your community, right? And then also to have this online presence so that you can create awareness of who you really are, and what services that you offer, and where can they find you. So no matter what, you must at least have the website. All right, to have a website. And Facebook for me is website and Facebook and LinkedIn. That's how I create my online presence. And some people, they write ebooks, all right, and they have a one-pager kind of online web marketing, where the ebook is giving out free, or probably maybe they charge a very minimum price, so that through the ebook, people will have the awareness of what they do, what are the services, how can this coach actually help people with such certain challenges, so that can keep the people understand or be aware of what you really do and who you really are. So make sure you have an online presence at least in Facebook, and that is free actually. So next thing is marketing. How do you market yourself? Okay, so there are many ways of marketing, and it can be offline marketing or online marketing. However, I find that online marketing is very, very useful. Okay, so there are many ways you can do email marketing, affiliate marketing. That means you collaborate with other people, mobile advertising, micro blogs, pay-per-click, social networks, referral marketing. All right, and SEO. So these are some of the options that you can have in order to market yourself. And of course, you build your newsletter, right? In YouTube too. YouTube seems to be very popular nowadays for marketing. Next is networking. Step 7, networking. It's important that whether you are networking online or networking offline, networking is where you connect with people, because if there are no people, then how are you going to talk about yourself? How are you going to share about what you can do, and how you're going to help people? So networking is very important, and whenever you network with people, it's always, you need to keep following up and following up and following up. You don't hard sell in the first 5 minutes, or even in the first meeting that you have with a person. You need to build rapport. You know, that is one of the core competencies of a coach. Build rapport. Okay, build rapport and establish connection, establish a relationship with the people, and like in Facebook, you know, you can network through Facebook by, you know, writing messages, articles of interest. And some people, I know that they are very good at writing good articles in LinkedIn, so that help to build the networking. And whether it's online and offline networking, both works well, and it will serve you very well too. So step 8 now is create your own discovery session. Now, from all my experience in coaching, I realized that it's quite a challenge to explain to people about what coaching. So it's easy if you have a discovery session, where in this discovery session, you coach for 20 minutes. All right, you coach for 20 minutes, and usually you offer it free. And that allows the person to experience what coaching is all about. And with the discovery session also, it will help you and your potential client to see whether there's a match or not in terms of chemistry, and whether you can work together well, whether they understand what coaching really means, and how they can use coaching to help them to move forward. So this session, which I call it as discovery, because it's really a discovery for both the client and the coach. And in this discovery session also, it also help you to understand and your client needs, and that will help you to customize your coaching packages for the client to meet their needs. Step 9, selling. Now, I think most of the coaches, they don't really like selling. And most of the time is, oh, let's look for somebody to help us to sell. No. Now we are in business. One of the mindset that we need to have is a money mindset, right? The second mindset is a selling mindset. All coaches need to have this important mindset. If not, you cannot sustain your business. Although we want to make a difference to the world, we want to create impact, we want to do great work with people around us, all right? But if you are not able to sustain your business, what are we talking about creating great work? You need to sustain yourself, right? So it's important to sell your work. So if you feel that selling is not your strength, that is how where networking comes in. Build collaboration, all right? You collaborate with people. Like for me, I collaborate a lot with consultants. So that's how I help to sell my products or my services. So with these 9 steps, I hope that you have some takeaway to start off your business, or if you're already in a business, to further upgrade your business in some way or another, or to expand your business in some way or another. So I'm curious to find out what is one takeaway for you from this 1-hour presentation. Can you just quickly put in the chat box? What is one takeaway for you? Okay, my niche. Marketing. Okay. I really love the first one because I face difficult positioning myself, and your sharing is helpful. Creating a vision. Yes. Take action. Yeah. Yeah. Just like what Nike said, just do it. Take whatever you can from this presentation, what little thing that you can, and start with a baby step. Okay, so when you start with the first step, the momentum will come. Aligning branding with who you are, just do it. Okay, thank you so much for all your input. Now it's 9:30. Do we have some time, like a 5 minutes, extended 5 minutes, just to answer some questions? Can I have permission to have additional 5 minutes?
Yeah, I think that would be, certainly, I think that would be really very helpful for the participants here, especially those who are planning to, or in the midst of already starting your business, that we really want to take this time to be very relevant and practical to help you to get started. So let's open up this time for any things that might be in your mind that you want to get it out in terms of starting a business. So we have Florence here and myself here who would like to take this advantage of this time.
You can unmute yourself.
Yep. Florence, you might just want to stop sharing your screen so that
Okay.
yes, then we can have